Hey everybody, it's Michael here from Love Larn. I've got Shane Kosteszyn here with me today from Moteck Machining in cylinder mowers, and he's going to show us what he's got set up on the lathe today.
Thanks, Michael. What we have here is one of my 8 canted blade 17-inch cutting cylinders, or reel as it's known. Obviously it's been manufactured first, which I've done. Then it's been rough cut, so I use a certain radius tip insert to rough cut it so it's parallel. Perfectly round in diameter. The last stage of the process after painting is to do the final cuts on the cylinder, which we'll do now. And we changed the radius to a smaller radius on the tip, and there's 2 stages to this process to get that nice shine, very sharp finish.
So this is a bit of a different process to what we're used to seeing at your normal cylinder grinders. Why cut it on the lathe rather than a grinder?
I believe it's more accurate than a grinder, and the finish is far superior. You've only got to see that. You see the grind marks in a reel that's being ground on the surface of the blade, where you don't have that on the machine cut. And I think it's, I mean, we're using a precision tool rather than a grinder. I think it's superior. I guess people that buy them and put them in a machine and cut their lawn will be the proof of the pudding.
Alrighty, take it away. I'll let you go for it.
Have a look, you'll see the difference in the surface finish there. That's because we've slowed the feed rate down. Same rotational speed, slowed the feed rate. It's come up pretty good down the front of the last cut. You see the difference in the finish. So it's taking the slow the feed rate down, it slows the cut. First thing people will do when they feed something like this is they criticise the grinders. They say, oh, you've got to spin it on the bearing. Yeah. Okay? Well, why? There's merit in that. Yeah. On my new reel, when I make the shaft in this machine, there's no difference between doing it in the centre and the way I've got it in the chuck, because there is putting it on bearing. I've done it both ways. And I made up a tool to support it with a bearing on the end. And the reels that are second hand, I'll quite often do on the bearing. So I do them both ways. But my new reels, I usually run off the centre. And if I put the tool on here and rub it off the bearing now, the cut is exactly the same. And how you prove that is when you put it into the test bed and set it up to cut paper, that's where you see that there's absolutely no difference at all. It's a much noisier process when I'm doing the rough cut. Because if you imagine all those blades are different sticking out. So what happens is you want to cut one blade, so it's continually going bang, 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 and like, you know, the vibration through the machine is quite bad. That's why I'm striving to build the straightest reel that I can build, because then the machine's a lot better. The end result, the consumer is better. I've built them that have been really bad. They machine up and they're fine. You know what I mean? But man, I can spend 2 hours cutting them and airplay, because the ring, the vibration, the noise is like out of control. And when I'm rough cutting them, the first couple of passes are quite noisy, and as it gets the blades more even, then it comes down. If you hear that little noise, that's perfect. It's cutting. You can hear it cutting. You know, take a very small cut here, and take a 0.05 of a millimetre. So I dialed this one in as well, I take a 2,000. I do it either metric, you know, I use imperial a lot really, but it was just on metric when I started up. There you have it, you won't get that shine on a grinder.
See the light bouncing off it.
The burrs you see just flick off with your finger. And the reason I run the machine backwards with the inverted tip is because this, see where the burr is?
Yeah.
That's the non-cutting edge.
Yeah.
This is your finished edge here. And trust me.
Did you just cut yourself on that?
No, this is the other day. Yeah, that's how sharp it is on that edge there.
So this reel's complete now, it's already
Finished, done. I'll just knock that off with my finger. Well, yes, it's done. Machining's finished on it.
Yeah.
I'll then put shields on it, bearings on it, put it in the test bed, make sure it's set up, make sure it cuts perfect, and then it goes out the door. Now the finish is exceptional. Now I'll put a tool post grinder on this machine, so it's using the same stone as what they use in a grinding, reel grinding machine. And I've used different stones. I've bought 8 different stones, and they're coded by colour as to their abrasive rate of removal. And I've tried every single one of them, up and down reels, and thinking that, well, maybe an alternative. And like I said to you before, one thing that you can't pick up on a stone is you don't pick up the vibration. It's not all it's there, but you don't pick it up. On this, you pick it up, so you can deal with it. So you deal with it by the type of insert, the speed, the feed rate, all that sort of stuff. You deal with that. That gives you a better product. And running an inverter, like I say, puts this on the non-cutting side, so it's not an issue. But that's, if you feel that's razor sharp.
Well, thanks Shane for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like if you enjoyed today's video, and feel free to leave any comments or questions below. Don't forget you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll drop a link to Shane's Facebook page down there as well if you want to get in touch. And thanks again Shane for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
Thanks Michael, pleasure.
Guys, if there's any constant in this life, it's that Shane is always innovating. Now, since we shot this footage a while back, Shane has kindly let me know that he's updated his machining technique, his reel construction, and his tooling, so quite a little bit of change to report on there. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you following our next trip down to Bonnar in the next few days. So plenty more to come out of the collaboration with Shane. Just need to get around to editing all the footage, and yeah, there's more to come on many levels. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, and keep an eye out for all the good stuff coming out of Shane's workshop.